My name is Mark Rubin, and I am the executive producer on XDefiant.
My name is Safi Saada. I'm the creative director on XDefiant.
Awesome. Love the game. I remember playing this, I think it was like beta in the early days. Had a great time. Been playing this with my wife a lot, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, had a great time. Now, any new changes coming up soon? Like, I know you guys been getting a lot of feedback about the game. So what type of changes we're going to get to see in the game in the future? If you're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, some stuff.
So
yeah,
Thanks.
so our I'll let you talk about the seasonal content, but one of the key pillars of the game, literally in the deck that we first made the day we started this project was one, it was be good at shooting, obvious one for a shooter. But the second one was build with the community, right? It was make this game with the community in mind, make this game with a sense of honesty and transparency, and so listen to the community, etc. So there's been just the game's been out for less than 3 weeks. And we have a lot of feedback, and we have been responding to that feedback. We have patches coming out. Right now it's been almost every week. We have a patch coming out this week. We have a patch coming out next week, and a lot of stuff in there to do things like work on the netcode improvements, work on some balancing to the bunny hopping and snipers, etc., like that. So that kind of stuff, that will always be something we're doing and stuff like that. But also, we look at features and stuff that people want, that players want. So TDM is a great example of a mode that people have really been asking for and wanting. And we had it on the roadmap as something maybe, end of the year or somewhere down the line that we would add to the game. But it was like, no, people are really asking for it. That and a one life, search and destroy style mode as well. So we made changes. We made changes to our schedule. And we've pushed all those modes up so that they're now happening sooner than they were going to on schedule. So in particular right now, for instance, TDM should be coming out in a couple weeks. And the bomb mode, which is our one life search and destroy type mode, is going to come out as soon as we possibly can get it out. So could be, a month or so, but 2 months, don't know, don't have any time frame on it right now, but it will be coming out as soon as we can.
You can talk about the seasonal stuff?
Yeah, so in the UB Forward earlier today, you got a quick glance at what was going to be the content for season 1. That season is obviously super, anticipated and exciting for us. It will be the first time we establish a bit more what we intend to do with seasons in general moving forward. So a good example of, something we're excited about is the way we bring, different maps. First, it's every single month there's a new map. So that's something that I think will resonate well with the community that is already praising our maps a lot. And so those maps in season 1 are coming from Rainbow Six Siege, The Crew, and The Division. And, when you look at Clubhouse from Rainbow Six Siege, it's a great example of combining what we need for the game, which is still a pretty classic 3-lane arena map, but with the Rainbow Six Siege flavor. So one thing I remember saying the team early on that map is, let's make it feel like a Rainbow Six Siege game just happened on the map. And therefore you see a lot of holes in the walls, even in the floor. And that creates, new opportunities that are less expected in a classic map. And, same with The Crew, it's a racetrack. So it's a linear map, but it's a very different one because it has that racetrack in the middle that has a lot of long sight lines, etc. So all that will just bring, a new freshness to the table, and yeah, we are super excited about that.
Yeah, and are you guys surprised the amount of support of people actually playing the game? Were you expecting?
yeah.
You expecting the amount of people that were going to play this game, or like,
No, not at all.
yeah.
No, our numbers were amazing, absolutely fantastic, way above what we expected. Like, yeah, it kind of said it. We hit 1 million people in less than an hour, right around an hour. We hit
That's crazy.
10 million people in less than 2 weeks, and you know, with very low key, right? We're very a low key grassroots game. We're not a you know, wow, you know, look at those trailers, they must have cost $1 billion. Right?
This is more fun. Like, just
That's all it is.
get together with friends, play, have fun. Yeah,
this is a game made for gamers.
yeah. Actually, I follow this YouTuber. He does a lot of content for like first-person shooters. You know,
Yeah.
You know, Apex and the other ones.
Yeah.
He is nonstop playing this game, talking about like best weapons, you know, how to play, you know, all this stuff. So it's pretty cool to see the feedback from like, you know, fans of first person shooters in general. You know? So it's really cool.
I think it speaks to a void in the sort of space, right? Like, you know, Call of Duty has its sort of style and its arcade shooter style.
Sure.
And then Overwatch has their thing, Rainbow Six has their thing, and I think we sort of fill a vibe that's kind of been left unattended, which is that sort of just old school, simple, easy to pick up, lots of flavor to it, variety of flavor, and I think speaks a lot to a lot of the OG gamers. I mean, that's really. I mean, I'm 53.
Hey,
I've been playing shooters
almost
for,
getting there too. So.
Yeah, so I've been playing shooters for a long ass time.
Yeah.
So this is, you know, for me, this has been an absolute treat.
Yeah, I know. And correct me if I'm wrong. Like the factions, like some of them might be more powerful than others. Is there like any tips for like, you know, like for those that are maybe they get stuck, like they feel like, oh man, they're cheating because they're using this type of group of factions, you know? So any tips?
I would say the best tip is to look at what's successful in what mode.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely factions that are going to work better in some modes than others, especially when you combine the map with that and the loadout. So we typically think of faction as that fourth layer over the loadout, the map, and the mode. That's the fourth layer we add. And, you know, there is no like faction that will make or break your game, but there's definitely, you know, people that favor Phantoms, for example, for pushing the payload. That's a great faction for that. But there is also a great faction on the other side for defending, which will be, for example, cleaners that are all about damage. And
I'm a cleaner. Just saying. Yeah, all the way. Yeah.
And so, yeah, when defending the payload, you want to be one of those cleaners, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is always a way to, you know, to mix that up with your loadouts. For example, I personally like sometimes to take a break from rushing with my cleaners and take an LMG loadout and sit with a Remedio from Libertad. And that can work in both situations and in many modes. So it's really about those combinations that become almost part of your loadout. That's what I think will, you know, really make the game interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. LMG is super underrated on linear modes, by the way.
Yeah. Now I was gonna ask. My favorite mode is Hot Shot.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a beast in that one.
Yeah.
The other ones I'm okay, but what is it what you guys like from like the different modes and as a gamer? You know,
Yeah. I think I bounce between Occupy and Escort.
Okay,
those are my two favorites.
I'm terrible at Escort.
Really?
I'm okay, but Hot Shot I'm pretty good. Yeah.
I love Escort because I love the I don't know. There's a brutality to pushing at the end of a point. Yeah. It's just.
But sometimes I feel like I get trapped and I'm like, I don't know what else to do. And sometimes I play with randoms and they're stuck too. So we're like, we can't really, you know, get to the end line.
The thing is when you do, you know, you bang your head against the wall.
Yeah.
And then you go, okay, instead of this wall, let me see if there's another wall I can look at and see if I can get over that one. So I tend to, I have a bad habit sometimes of doing the same thing over and over again, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like ran to the spot. I used to play like on COD 4, I'd play HQ and I would just run on the point and just sit there with my martyrdom. And I would die a lot, but I would get that point. And to me, Escort has a little bit of that same kind of flavor where they set up a good defense around the Escort package and you just got to figure out a way to break through. And the key, a good tip for this, for Escort, is count your kills. Not your kills, your team's kills. Know how many players are left on the enemy team around the package, because the moment you can kind of push, you can get all of them into their respawn, everybody should jump on that package, because the package moves faster when more people are on it, right? So there's a lot of subtlety tactics that people, I think the 4v4 ranked modes, when you get up to the high levels, they'll understand and know. Yeah.
I really enjoy it because, sometimes when you play a, first-person shooter multiplayer, at the end of the session, you see the top players, and the ones that are not on top is just blank. There's like nothing, right? But for you guys, I feel like everybody is a winner, and like at the end, they have something that they achieved, So was that on purpose? You guys did that, or like while working on this game?
It absolutely was. And the you may have seen it, maybe you've not earned it. I'll give you that. But some people will get if they really didn't hit any numbers, they'll get moral support or tried.
I seen the other players. I seen that. Yeah. I mean, it's something,
we got some cheekiness in there. That's pretty fun.
Yeah. You were gonna say something else, or?
No.
Oh, okay. Now, another thing I was going to ask too is, the fans, the community, they're hardcore. They're probably going to send you guys so many random requests. Like, I think you should have this mode, this mode. This.
Have you seen my Twitter?
Not yet, but I was going to ask, like, how hard is, like, okay, we're getting a lot of support. People want this. Like, how you going to pick and choose the right modes based on, like, the feedback from the fans? Like, how difficult is that for you guys? Like, for future modes,
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're reacting to and making changes. We, like the TDM coming is based on, player feedback of wanting a TDM mode. And, we're going to make other changes. This is a game that is intended to last for years, right? Like, this is not a 1-year game and then we'll make another one. It's a long-term commitment to our fans and to the audience. I would love, you look at Ubisoft and their track record. The Rainbow Six has been around for 9 years now.
Yeah,
right.
Even well, this is not a first-person shooter, but like For Honor
too.
Tons of content. Yeah, for a long time. So that you guys see that
we would love to do that. Yeah, we would love to do that. That's the goal. We want to build that with our fans, and so that means really adapting and growing and changing together with them. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no. Every time there's like new stuff, I'm all in. Like for sure. Yeah, that's a game that I could just pick up and play. I'm a new parent, so I play. Thanks. I play games a lot with my wife.
Yeah.
So like first person shooters, like this one, is like a lot easier for us to like pick up and play. So I'm excited to see new stuff that's coming up. Yeah.
Enjoy it while it lasts, because when they get a little older,
that's a different story right there. Yeah. Now, but for those that never play XDefiant, why they should try out this game?
You want to take it?
Yeah. And you get closer to the mic. There you go.
I think the first thing is obviously it's free, so that's a plus. That's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no excuse. The other thing is it's super easy to pick up. When we say arcade shooter, we mean arcade in that super easy to pick up. There's no like things to learn, and anyone that's at least played once or twice at a shooter in their lives, they would feel at home. The other thing that we don't talk about that much is the small size of the game. We worked on optimizing it for it to be small enough. So there's really no excuse. But most importantly, it's really a place where you can have fun but compete as well. And that's just a good reason to come.
Yeah, and plus if you have other friends that play on other platforms, cross-play, right? It works great. Yeah. I play with people all the time like that, so cross progression too. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Now I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, man. I can't wait to see the future of the game, man. So yeah,
Thank you.
awesome, man. Thank you.